On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Ask me questions. Yes. Why do I need someone to tell me
like
about
I never really understood that. Like, why you got to listen to yourself and kind of meditate and be in tune with yourself. Like, you should not need to go to someone else to validate what you really already know. Half of the time, if you go to someone else, the answer they give you, you knew. I don't know if you're looking for confirmation, but someone else, but you got to trust yourself more and tap in with yourself more. It shouldn't take someone who does not experience the everyday in and outs of your relationship to validate whether you're right or wrong about something.
I'll answer it. Hold on, Kayla. Let me answer it because it's not, Kayla, it's not about validation. It's not about validation. I keep a core group of people around me to always make sure that I'm accountable. Sometimes,
but you just said make sure you're accountable. That means validation.
Well, I don't think it means validation. I don't need validation as, someone to feel that I'm worthy of something.
Person probably got too much leverage in your relationship. Because I tell you, if I find, and look, and I don't want to know, but if I ask you, hey, babe, what's wrong with you? And you say, oh, no, Courtney told me don't say that. Get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because see, I got to deal with Courtney day to day. That chick don't. So now I'm going to out leverage everybody. And if I even feel somebody have more leverage than me in my household, you got to go. You for the streets. I put in my comedian.
I think okay. So what I was going to say before I got cut off was that, I just think that this is a lot of it is just not realistic, logic. When you may have a situation, I feel like in relationships, it's about compromise. So every battle isn't for the fighting. Like sometimes you have to take the L on this one, like whatever, but I still may be tight about it. So that doesn't, and so if I want to go talk to my friend or my mom and be like, oh, this nigga get on my nerves today, girl, like that's not for you. That's not a conversation for you. And I think that it's healthy to be able to have a space where you can go and speak to someone and that conversation is not for anyone else's ears other than them. I think there's like a unhealthy codependency being coded that like every single thing is like, it's crazy.
Now, Kayla, you know what, Kayla?
That little thing is not agreeing with you, Kayla. That little thing said,
I don't care. Logic comes. Remember, he brings the drama. He brings us the drama and the dramatics.
Hey, can I tell y'all something that's real?
You call it that little thing.
Let me tell y'all something that's real. And again, I'm just speaking from a person that's been in a long time relationship. Right? Here's the funny thing. I'm hearing everybody talk about like, I go to this person and talk to this person about my personal situations or whatever. One thing my girl told me, she said, when we have our disagreements, I don't talk to my sister about you. I don't talk to my family.
Thanks. Thank you.
Wait. You know why she don't do that?
Thank you.
Because when she's forgiven me, they haven't.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
We bring too many people into our situations. Too many people. This is me and her thing. It is a we thing. Now, this sidebar that we're having about, protecting somebody else's privacy. Your friend and told you some information and you don't want to share that with your guy. You protecting their privacy. This conversation is about you having privacy, right? And the truth of the matter is when you're in a relationship and you're in a committed relationship, and in particular, when you're married, it's the two becoming one. And that's where we missing it at. We not focused on the two becoming one because we still trying to maintain our independence. Yeah. And as a whole, fully functioning human being, yes, you entitled to do it. Man, I thank God for free will. He created us all free will human beings. You're right. But listen, I want you to surrender everything to me willingly. This is by choice, not force. I ain't forcing you to give up nothing. But if I gotta question this or question that, then man, you could do all that. You can do all that talking while you walking. Don't play things over here, man. For real, like what we talking about?
I agree with you, really. And the fact you want to vent to your mama, anytime you want to talk bad about your man to your mama will remember that shit. Well, Caribbean mamas remember that shit. So now your mama got a bad taste about your man. Like, come on, like. As all people, you want to choose your mama. I agree with Rilla. You know how women are. Then they gonna start, leave that man, leave him. He ain't good for no. They're gonna be talking mess, and then as Rilla says, when y'all get back together, they're gonna be doing the same thing, yapping. Like that's what women do.
Yeah, there have really been studies been done.
I don't say nothing until it's over.
My mom is my best
friend. No matter how bad the relationship might be, I ain't saying shit till it's over. Then
but major things is totally different than if I'm just venting about an argument that we had the other day and how you getting on my damn nerves today. That's totally different than
why you don't talk to your partner
in the relationship. I don't understand why. My mom is my best friend. My mom is young. Me and my mom go out. We do stuff together. We went to Jamaica together. We are close like that. So she knows when I'm just venting and I'm just going off and I'm just complaining. She knows the difference. Like
it's like big blow ups are big arguments. We understand, but I don't see anything wrong. Like I'll tell my mom, he getting on my nerves. Is it me? Am I tripping? And my mom's like, yes, girl, it's you. You know, I raised you. Like my mom, so it really depends.
Them little shit out. Because if y'all put into your mind about little shit one time,
you have to have a better relationship with
Hold on, y'all. We got to do one at a time, y'all. One at a time. One at a time, family.
I don't tell nobody my business with me and my man. Why are you putting
it's not healthy. It's not healthy to hold things in.
Tell the person you're in a relationship with.
It's level. If it was a gift that I gave my man and I don't think he liked, I was like, Mom, I don't think he liked the gift I gave him. Should have been something else. We know it's still a conversation about your man,
right?
But that's not a negative.
That's why I said
it's
levels.
It doesn't matter.
It's levels.
Whether it's negative,
personal business.
We're not talking about a gift, okay?
Well, what I'm saying
it could be anything.
Well, what me and Kayla said was that we're not discussing if it's like personal arguments and things like that. We keep that at home.
Yes.
But if I'm saying, Mom, we over here keep going to the sports bar, drinking too much beer, Mama. Is it me? I'm tripping. Like it's different conversations that you can have that your man is to make sure you in check.
Right.
There's a lot of times where I say, Mom, I'm getting upset. Is it me? And I get in check. Yes, it's you. You're being overly sensitive, Courtney. Go ahead and these are regular conversations.
Yeah. Why are you letting somebody else tell you about yourself?
Hold on, y'all. Let's do one. Hey, family, let's do one at a time so they can hear us. Let's do one at a time so they can hear us.
Yes. Why do I need someone to tell me?
Yeah, like I never really understood that. Like, why you got to listen to yourself and kind of meditate and be in tune with yourself. Like, you should not need to go to someone else to validate what you really already know. Half of the time, if you go to someone else, the answer they give you knew. I don't know if you're looking for confirmation, but someone else, but you got to trust yourself more and tap in with yourself more. It shouldn't take someone who does not experience the everyday in and outs of your relationship to validate whether you're right or wrong about something.
I'll answer it. Kayla. Let me answer it because it's not Kayla. It's not about validation. It's not about validation. I keep a core group of people around me to always make sure that I'm accountable. Sometimes,
but you just said make sure you're accountable. That means validation.
Well, I don't think it means validation. I don't need validation as someone to feel that I'm worthy of something.